Hey everybody, it's Amy Lay, the Invincibility Coach. I'm here to get the planet in a better mood, and I am so glad that you're joining me. My content on YouTube is growing, and I hope that you're growing with me by subscribing. Today I want to chitty chat with you about scarcity versus abundance. So, they are very intimately related, and I want to try to kind of bust them apart a little bit and dig into how we can think more about abundance and maintain more of an abundance mindset. So let's kind of break it down a little bit. So if we are thinking that we don't have enough of something, then that's scarcity, right? And that can be all sorts of things: people, places, things, circumstances. If we are thinking about not having enough of something, then that is scarcity, okay? Pretty self-explanatory, right? But let's just say it. So now, abundance, on the other hand, we know what it's like to feel abundance too, with people, places, or things. Sometimes we feel an abundance of things that we wouldn't say are necessarily positive, right? But I think it's up to us how we want to define abundance. And I think for the sake of progress, right, and brighter days ahead, I think that we can afford to just say abundance is going to be good stuff, right? I mean, it really is up to you. It's sort of arbitrary. Just decide, okay? But scarcity and abundance. Now, one of the best ways, I think, to get rid of scarcity mindset is, there's actually two different ways, I think. First thing is, let's replace it with another word. Worry. Worry. Scarcity is worry. You could actually remove the word scarcity for a minute and just put the word worry in there, because in a way it's kind of the same thing, right? Because you don't have enough of something and then you worry. If you look at any worries that you have in your life right now, it is likely because you do not have enough of something. Whether it's enough time, enough money, enough health, enough opportunity, there is a scarcity of something, and so you are worrying about it. I propose that worry, which is the awareness, the hyper awareness sometimes of scarcity, robs people of abundance. Okay? So if you look at just worry is a state of mind, right? Now, scarcity might not necessarily be a state of mind because you might actually not have enough of something. I get that. But the worry that's attached to that scarcity isn't getting you anywhere. It actually does zero good for you. In fact, scientifically, it's been proven that anxiety and worry and just wringing of your hands is actually unhealthy for you. So we could go off on that path, but the point that I'm trying to get across here is that scarcity is worry. So the more time you spend worrying about this absence or this not enough of something, it is robbing you from an abundant mindset. So if you only have $1 or 50 cents even in the bank, it is super easy for you to be like, look, straight up, there is scarcity there. Why would I not be worried about that? Well, my question is, like, how is worrying about that 50 cents in your bank account helping the situation? Well, it's not, but I'm upset about it. Okay, well, when you want to begin doing something productive about that 50 cents in the bank account, then this is going to sound crazy, but you need to look at that 50 cents as abundance. Like, yeah, I got 50 cents. That's right. And it's going to be more. Everything always works out for me. These sound like crazy platitudes. I get it. But the worrying does nothing for you. Whereas I've got 50 cents and it's going to grow. I know it is, because everything always works out for me. These crazy little things, you think, well, that's not doing any good either. Well, have you tried it? Because I know you've tried the worry. I mean, I know you have, because everybody has. I want you to try the other side of the coin. The saying, yes, that 50 cents is going to turn into more and more and more because of my creativity and my talents, and it's going to be just fine. And you have to pull yourself out of the quicksand. You have to do that. Nobody's going to do it for you. Your mindset, it's your mindset, okay? Because the worry is robbing you of your abundance, I promise you. So how do you do that? How do you start speaking in more abundant terms and less scarcity terms? The easiest way I've found is to make a list of all the words like no, can't, don't, never. You follow me? All of the negative terms. You don't have to go crazy. Don't like, let's try to reach 50. Just try 5 and write them down and say to yourself, or you can say to the people in your household, if there are others involved, you can say, I want you to help me. Anytime I say no, or can't, or don't, or never, or wouldn't, or shouldn't, I want you to stop me gracefully and compassionately and say, hey, you just said shouldn't. You just said no. You just said never. You just said can't again. And I think if you systematically eliminate those words from your language, do not say them. Ooh, I just said not. You can pick this apart. Go for it. Go for it. I'm challenging you to become more abundant in the way that you think. Because if you do that, if you start with just you and your household, and you guys put away the don't, can't, not, shouldn't, never, what happens is that you are sort of coerced into coming up with other ways of expressing yourself, which then creates new pathways in your brain, right? And those two neurons that have been so used to passing back and forth those thought patterns of don't, can't, never, shouldn't, wouldn't, are going to be so bored. They're going to be like, when is he going to say these things again? Well, you're not, because you're creating new pathways in your brain and you're coming up with new ways to express yourself, which force you to speak more abundantly. And once you do that, abundance will come to you. It's true. Okay? And you don't have to believe me. That's what's so rad about all this. You don't have to do jack. Okay? But you could try it. You could try it. And the more you start speaking abundantly, which is eliminating all of those negative phrases and contractions, the more you begin to look for ways to be abundant, to experience abundance, to recognize abundance when it's around you all the time, right? If you're going to turn a corner and you're going to change your life, and we're going to get the planet in a better mood, which is what I really want, because I get so tired of everywhere I go. People are bummed out. That's why I'm on this mission. People are bummed out so much, right? All over the place. I'm not doing it. I don't want to, okay? I just said a couple of negatives there. But you know what? The passion behind that is so abundant, I could just pop, all right? So that's the deal. Abundance versus scarcity. Are you a scarcity speaker? Don't, can't, never, don't have, not enough. Or are you going to challenge yourself to recognize, speak, and live with a more abundant mindset? I hope hope it's the latter. Join me, you guys. All right? Subscribe to my channel. Keep on following me. I got good stuff coming. The last video, about desire and expectation, check that out too. I've got videos before that. They're going to keep coming. I love you to pieces. Getting the planet in a better mood. Peace out.